Hi there, hope you're doing great. I've been talking about personal brands to some high school students the last day and a half. And so here are my takeaways. Number one is I'm a firm believer that it'll be still very common in the future and much more common. I think more than the majority of individuals will have like a side hustle. They'll be doing something in order to generate an income, whether that's driving Uber or Lyft on the weekend, renting out their house or their cabin for Airbnb, looking for opportunities to generate a little bit more income for themselves and their families, or leveraging social media, whether they have starting a presence online, having some YouTube videos, having a personal brand, something that they're passionate about that's kind of just coinciding with what they do. I don't know if a lot of people will end up wanting to become entrepreneurial because of that, or just that'll just be something that's happening on the side, whether they're making $50, $100, $200 a month, being able to leverage the power of social media and the tool that I'm talking to you on this, and that's a cell phone, which you're consuming it probably more likely than not on a cell phone or a tablet. And so it's a really interesting world that we live in right now. And so what I was telling them is niche is king. The more specific, the more they have an opportunity to speak to the world. There's 7.2, 7.3 billion people worldwide, and monthly active users, 2 billion are on Facebook. Daily active users, 1.15 billion. That's as of probably January of 2018. Numbers are just still continuing to rise. And so if, let's say, you're really into 1990s Japanese cars and fixing them up, tricking them out, there's an entire audience worldwide that will love to see your YouTube channel as you're fixing those cars. Would love to be able to see as you're driving those cars. Would love to see what you're doing in order to share that message with an audience. And so I find it really interesting, the world that we live in right now. And I find that if you're going to work 40 hours a week, 50 weeks per year, so that's 2,000 hours a year, and you're going to do that for the next 35 years, 70,000 total of your hours of life, then you may as well do something that you enjoy and you're passionate about and that you like. If you need a book to be able to find out what you're really passionate about, look at the book Start With Why by Simon Sinek. Look at another book by Chris Gardner called Start Where You Are. And I find for a lot of people, they just don't take the time to take that step back figuratively and say, what should I be doing with my professional career? What should I be doing that I get excited about? I'm passionate about helping others, or, talking about animal care. There's just a multitude of different things that you could be doing out there. That old phrase, there's a million ways to earn a buck. There really is a million ways to earn a buck. And the other thing that came out of the personal brand is not only can you be able to monetize, and again, it doesn't need to be monetized that you leave your entire career just to chase your passion, but wouldn't it be a lot of fun that you have this little thing that's generating you a bit of income, maybe it's $1,000 a month, and you're able to do stand-up comedy or do these skits or do a little bit of acting with something that you've created on your own, something that you just really enjoy doing. I find that to be extremely fun. And if there's an opportunity that you can fold that in and actually generate an income that's going to provide for all of your wants and needs, and it's something that you're super passionate about, I find that very exciting. And it still hit at home the 4 pillars I call of leveraging social media. Number one, know the platforms which you're using and know the audience that exist on those. Number 2 is look at your posting strategy, the power of video, the power of hashtags, the power of tagging places, businesses, and individuals. Next one is number 3 pillar is the power of your content. Know, number 1, what are you most comfortable communicating in? And then the other thing to think about is what is your audience going to want to be able to consume from a content perspective? And the last one is engagement. And you can't really have engagement with the first 3 pillars, but realtors say location, location, location. Social media, it's engagement, engagement, engagement. And so you want to be able to curate or DJ your content for your specific audience. So if, let's say you have 10 followers, reach out to those 10 people. What more do they want to get from you? How can you help them? What's on their mind? And directly deliver your content to those 10 people. And the greater the quality of the content of those individuals that you're speaking to, they're going to share it automatically because you're speaking directly to them and what's on their mind. How do you think social media is going to change your industry, your career? And are you ignoring it like someone did with email, or are you ignoring it like someone did with websites like the .coms, or are you embracing it and looking at ways to be able to fold it into your life? Sherm's out.